that comeback win against the Bulls.
Brooks left it off for Crowder, but Gallinari swings around, dumps it off. Adams goes right at Valanciunas, and he's in. Adams has the first bucket of the game for the Thunder. As Jackson, that Adams has scored the first bucket of the game. That is by far the most.
Which is what you're seeing right now, folks.
There is Morant, got down low, dumps it off for Valanciunas. Lines it up from three, that cups the back of the rim. How about the sky rebound for Adams, and then
his feet underneath him, that close to the basket.
SGA trying to stay attached. Finds his spot right at the free throw line. That's almost automatic. Fourth quarter fueled that comeback. Valanciunas wants to drive on Adams. Don't see that often. Still, it's another one for Gallo, who steps back. Adams as Valanciunas vacated it
straight to the rim.
Valanciunas left open, and he continues to increase the pace as Brooks steps back too strong, and the wind's going a little bit more. Jackson, another three. That one's well. 12 days, 5 games. This game 2. Nice pass. Nerlens Noel.
The spot when you take a charge like that. It's been a useful tool for him this year. We've seen him stick his nose in there.
Memphis trying to get out on the run. This is what the Grizzlies do, and there is
here in this first quarter.
It was such a big story. Clark, an acrobatic move. So the rookie with a couple of buckets. How about Schroeder? Melton dumps it off. Clark, and that's what he. Melton got it back over to Clark, who's no time to operate. The Schroeder again lobs it up, and the save. Melton trying to break down Schroeder. Sort of wildly flails it up outside shots. Paisley goes hard to the rim. Is Anderson stops on a dime, floats it up and in.
Off of them. And you like those deflections. That's a deep shot by Morant. Boy, it's, such a big difference. Is the Grizzlies kind of open up a little bit here as they start to knock.
Deficit for the first time thanks to an 8-0 run, and Schroeder though, and there basically came over his second block of the night as Nader attacks, got down low, left-handed reverse.
The rim.
Morant in the lane, and it dances on.
Back to the Thunder. They'll take that.
Nader, nice move on Jackson, still 8-26. Tell you what, his dad had him on the path to the NBA. Nice move inside. Over the last couple of minutes that has extended this lead. Valanciunas using his body, cuts across the lane over him as he's able to use that length. SGA, boy, he got denied out of bounds. Ferguson sets it up for Gallinari, right down the pipe.
Could kind of exhale as well. Morant, come on, man. That's a foul. That's just a missed call by the officials.
Hello, Ja Morant. This could be the NBA's version of not wanting teams to play zone as Terrence
went through a couple of guys and almost got there was Brooks.
And another alley-oop, this time. That's a travel on Clark, didn't get called, and he's still
score for the Grizzlies off the bench.
Well, you give Chris Paul that much space with 8 in a row. As Jones outside, Crowder. Boy, the shots, please. Outside, Solomon Hill. Boy, it hit the
story, not only along with the painted area.
Here, last couple of minutes, 2 and change. SGA sees a crease, drops that in. Hill again. Well, he made that
his way into that shot.
Paul again lobs it up for Nerlens.
Half will cool them off because they have been pretty good in this first half.
Gallo, the aggressive. Looking to pass. Crowder. Nope. Valanciunas offensive rebound. Seconds here. Schroeder over to Gallo. Quick trigger. That's going. Brooks. He was very aggressive in the first half. He was working on that. Brooks got down low again. There. Had a hard time slowing him down. Paul got down low. Turn the corner. Outside, SGA is going to have to make a move. Stops on the baseline and floats for Adams, but he got double teamed. Dumps it off. SGA, no, but the redirect with the right hand. Morant, boy, again, comes back on that fadeaway. Now Jackson points up the 3, and it rattles after 51 last year. Gallo trying to respond, and does, with that is back in the game. Valanciunas turns on the speed and the night for Memphis.
And Valanciunas knew it. He was trying. Remember, you asked me what's the definition of a defensive 3 seconds?
Yes.
2.9, you can stand anywhere. But after 2.9, you got to get to some man on the floor. And Valanciunas was trying to get there, as that could be the play that the Thunder could use to jumpstart the offense here in this third quarter. Plenty of time to go. Grizzlies right now still up. In the gym. They're playing, in my church league, they call me Anywhere. That's one of my nicknames.
He has got such a sweet, smooth stroke. As clearly on this end. Pulls out on Valanciunas, but it leaves the lane wide open. And Valanciunas down low. Good defensive play by SGA to knock it free momentarily. Motion instead wants to use that wall. That is the screen. Pulls up and knocks down the 14. You know, the Grizzlies were called for a delay of game coming out of that last break. Shooter floats it up and in.
That's 3 straight stops.
Paisley passes up the 3 and
Junior and Jonas Valanciunas.
Boy, that was a travel. Shooter trying to conserve a little bit of time. Splits the double. Got down low and scored. No good. Adams sends it up the floor. Schroeder, and he scores. Hey, now Adams outside. Nader tees it up. That 3 is good with 2.4 seconds and then a turnover. SGA got it up. Is it good? And he banked it in. And an opportunity to dwindle down this deficit. It's SGA carving up that Memphis.
And you got to give him credit. They've done a good job of rebounding as well.
As Anderson works his dad in the NBA. SGA again somehow contorts his body, and it's Adams.
Cut it to 1 with a 2.
Shooter to the free throw line to the nail, and it is down. Around the restricted area is starting to become a little more difficult, but Valanciunas. Short timer, Schroeder gave it right back to Adams, and he scores in. Working the offense the last couple of possessions. Schroeder again to the mid-range from 24.
3 or 4 minutes is from the free throw line.
Clark, and that's what he's been doing. Hill lurking. Gallo outside. CP wants the 3, and
call my own number. Good thing he did.
The double team on Morant. Clark left open inside, and on the kick out to Brooks, trying to back down SGA. Tough fadeaway shot, and he got it to go.
Have cut off those backdoor cuts, and they're still in those passes now.
Great pass, 14, 4 and change. Clark again, and that is good. And as he coughs it up, Schroeder was left cherry pecking down. Whoa, and he throws. There's a knock away by SGA. He gets behind the defense and scores off the. And the Thunder back on top by 2. Hill down low, and again, fourth quarter. There's Paul. They fell asleep on him. As Crowder turns the corner, runs into Adams. No, but the follow by. Back to a tie game at 1:20 here under a minute to go. Paul, big shot again. No, Clark, the putback. Adams with the rebound quickly outlets it to Schroeder, and he goes to the free throw line, and it's sitting there guarding Morant. They double team him out in the perimeter. Has to lob it up. Clark throws out of timeouts. First free throw is good. Under 5. Clark, a 3 off the mark. No good. And it's in.